was like, if you want me to supervise her, I need to know what the fuck she's doing. Yeah. So I was like, give me the training.
This is the Atomic Souls Podcast.
Okay, cool. Did you hear that?
You're perfect.
I am perfect. I already knew that. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Who are you? What do you do?
Fuck if I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
Here we go. I'm Laurie, and I work as the lead clinician at Awkward Recovery and Atomic Souls Counseling. I actually met Rachel through my old boss, who was like,
recommend
you should not work here. You should go work for Rachel. Y'all like vibe well together.
Thanks, Pam.
Yes, thank you, Pam. Shout out. And started here with this team a little over 3 years ago. 3 years last summer, or this past summer, and really just kind of shifted into doing private practice and then eventually IOP. So yeah, now I help run shit and supervise people and manage teams, and yeah, it's awesome.
Manage the chaos.
Manage the chaos, yeah.
Chaos coordinator.
Don't let the chaos manage me is the key, I feel like.
This summer has been a trying summer for that.
It has. And I'm just like, where is this irritability coming from?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? And then I just realized that, like, you know, I'm human, right? Like, and
no way.
We all have, we all have our shit, you know, and there are people who just like get to us, you know, sometimes. So
I was laughing when, not at Micah, but when Micah came in and was like, man, the chaos this week. And we were both like, what?
Yeah,
like,
what's that?
It's normal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I have to remind myself that some people aren't used to this.
Yeah. And I think, like, thankfully, like, my past, like, experiences before I was a therapist gave me a lot of practice of, like, dealing with chaos. But I was, like, constantly burnt out before. So I still don't know exactly. I'm still learning, I feel like, every day, like, how to better manage myself and, like, better manage constant change, you know, and like adapting as somebody who loves control and like order and like details.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, constantly challenged in that way.
Yes, we can get into that, but set me up perfect. Have you always wanted to be a therapist in treatment or like in life? Like what was your journey to that? Because we have different kind of personalities, and so I think it's funny that we're therapist with like the strong personality types.
Yeah, definitely.
Atypical.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. I did not really even understand what a therapist was growing up.
Same.
I grew up in Mississippi, on the Gulf Coast, which was actually like awesome. It was really beautiful growing up there.
Yeah.
And my family's still all there and originally from there, but I didn't even know what therapy was. I didn't really have any idea. Like, I don't even think we had a school counselor. Like,
really,
I don't think that was a thing. And if we did, I'm sorry if I just offended someone. But
you were never doing bad enough to need one. Probably.
That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, just like a lot of the culture was like very like Texas, like very football culture and very Bible Belt culture. Yeah. So I like grew up in that, and
Louisiana is the same. Like therapy was like kind of a bad thing. If you needed it. Yeah. You were doing bad.
I was so indifferent. It wasn't even bad. It was just like, I don't know what that is. Yeah. But I always wanted to be like in a helping profession of some sort. So that's what I kind of like began to explore.
What did that mean for you? I wanted to be an architect. And then I realized there was math involved, and I said, no.
Damn, I was actually good at math, and I didn't need... My sister's a math teacher, and I was the one that was, like, killing it in math class.
What was helping profession in your head?
Yeah, I think just, like, serving others and exploring, like, what populations I wanted to, like, focus on or work with. So...
Like a nurse.
When I was 20... or 19, I learned about human trafficking, And
me too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was 18. Yeah. I might have been 19. That's wild.
Yeah.
Our like pathways crossed so much.
I know. Without even knowing each other back then. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I am definitely like a go-getter. Like I am gonna jump all in.
Yeah.
So at 20 years old, I moved to China for a year.
You went all in. I was like, I'm gonna think about that. I want to help people in human trafficking, but I'm gonna think about it. You were like, go.
Going. I'm like, I'm in. I'm going. So I moved and
The type 8 versus the type 1. I'm gonna make a plan for it.
Yeah. I was like, let me find an opportunity. Okay, there's one. Like, let me go.
I was like, I'm gonna be a therapist. Like, change. Like, I was like, had this calling, and I was like, all right, how do I be a therapist? And they're like, you go to grad school. I was like, shit. Damn it. Okay, sign me up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to China to help people that are human trafficked. Like, type 8, type 1.
Yeah, they didn't come until way later for me. I moved there, and like I worked with the women who were basically like coerced from the countryside into parts of this China in like a big city, and ended up like being essentially forced into like working at a brothel, whether that was like the debt that they owed back, and so that like piece of like coercion, or like it could have been like more violent, you know, depending on the situation, or like they just have no other choice because they need to send money back to their family. Yeah. And so I helped kind of set up a safe house there, as well as a bakery for the women to like work in once they like left. That was not a skill that I ever wanted, definitely didn't have, but learned how to bake things for the sake of human trafficking. Yeah.
For the sake of human trafficking.
Crazy.
Learned how to be a baker.
I was like, what do we do? How do we clean this? Like, what's the right way to wash, you know, like dishes and shit? Like,
and in like a different country, like, do they have like, was it like, were y'all like above board? Like y'all were like just doing it on the fly, or were y'all like going by like America has like standards of like operating kitchen?
I don't actually know. It was an American who started it, and we were like in a community that had a lot of expats, so a lot of like Europeans and Americans that we could like sell very Americanized like sweets to. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think it was like regulated like, in that way. But
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, just like trying to find an opportunity for them to like work and like for it to be self-sufficient. Yeah. And then cool. I also, what's kind of interesting that happened to me there too is I used like public transportation, and this like my brain just like works in maps. Like maps make so much sense to me.
Control.
And like using control. And like using the public transportation system and like figuring out where to come out of like the subway and like which way to go once I get to that corner or whatever. It just like sparked something in me that like was interesting, and so I did that, and then I ended up staying in Mississippi for a while after I graduated. And
how was that to go from China
back
to Mississippi?
I hated everyone, if I'm being honest. Like,
I've experienced,
and I definitely had some good friends, but like
it's such a different culture shock when you go back to the States, and especially in like the South, you're just like, whoa, like I'm on a different level now.
Is this like
life is so much more than this?
Definitely life is so much more than this. My saving grace is that we had a big international student population at my school, and so literally all I did was hang out with them, and I like threw parties for like American holidays and like had everybody over to my house, and also did like a Chinese New Year like party at my house and stuff like that. So I just kind of like embraced it. And I really didn't know like what I wanted to do when I graduated, so that's why I stayed. I felt like if I was going to like move abroad again, I really wanted to be confident about where I wanted to go. And I didn't have that like clarity of what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go yet. So I just like tried to settle down, but instead, I traveled the world, pretty much every 2 months I went out of the country, and just like saw a lot of things and helped a lot of people in like the ways that I could at the time. And eventually like that became very exhausting and difficult to like come and go so much. Friendships and community are like really important to me. And so that was like very neglected during that time after I graduated college. And then I still had this passion for human trafficking and specifically like sex trafficking. And so again, Enneagram 8, I decided I was going to move to like work with that population and moved to Houston, Texas without a job.
That's the #1 trafficking hub. So
yeah,
makes
unfortunately.
sense.
Yeah. So I had some friends in Houston. And so I moved into like somebody's spare bedroom for like super cheap rent.
Nice.
So grateful for that. And like moved there with no job, a few connections, and like that was it.
Wow.
So I then I like found a nonprofit that was like potentially hiring and met with them and like talked about like the ways that we aligned and things like that. And basically jumped into working with people who were right out of their trafficking situation.
Yeah. Was that the one that redeemed?
No, that was
Different
Rescue
one.
Houston.
Rescue,
I think
okay.
it's called Rescue America now.
Okay.
So what they did was like, I worked there for like a year and a half, super burnout by the end of it. But this was the chaos. This was the fucking chaos.
Yeah.
It was getting them out of their situation
Yeah.
and into like temporary housing.
Rescue. Yeah.
To like find stabilization in the long run.
And did they want to be rescued?
Yes.
Okay.
For the most part, they were calling us because
Okay.
they wanted help.
That's good.
But of course, like that came with a ton of sacrifices and like difficulties.
Stressful.
I also did not like know a lot about mental health.
Yeah.
I didn't know a lot about drug use and like had no idea what psychosis was until I had a client with it.
Wow. What was your undergrad in? Was it?
It was like it was philosophy.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I didn't have
you
like
were
any.
not even like because mine was psychology.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
No, anything. So
like, what is happening?
Yes, literally. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I was like a case manager and like trying just to help them like get resources and identify the resources. I just remember like this spreadsheet we had of like all the different resources in town and what they all did and who to contact and that just being kind of like the saving grace, you know. And then the people that had worked there before me, you know, like them like teaching me and helping me too. And so yeah, I did a lot for during that time of like learning and trying to understand as well as trainings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then after like some intense burnout, also the fact that it's called Rescue means that we had a 24-hour hotline and I rotated on the hotline.
Oh my gosh.
Like X amount of days out of the month.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I don't think I could.
No.
I don't think I could sign up for something like that again.
No.
It
like
burned me out.
IOP is easy. Not a hotline. When shit pops off, I'm telling y'all, like, please do not answer. Like, give them the crisis line.
Yeah.
Like, send them to a detox facility.
Yes.
Like, we're outpatient.
We are not intentionally doing that. We are not crisis management. Yeah.
I'm not wired for that.
Yeah.
I like the rehabilitation aspect.
Yes.
The long-term life integration.
And the long term, like they could, you know, be an IOP for, you know, anywhere from 3 months to like 9 months, you know, depending on their situation. And
I'm not built for the rescue or like the front end stuff. Yeah.
So I am thankful for it and like learned so much and learned how much I didn't know.
Yeah, you have to have that experience.
Yeah, I needed that experience.
So like, this is not what I want to do. I want to help this population, but not like this.
Yeah, this is not quite it. Yeah. So then I like started working at a safe home that was like long-term care, like year to 2 years. And that's when I met my first therapist because they also provided therapy for us. Which was really cool.
Yeah.
And
important.
That definitely changed my life. That meeting with that therapist definitely led to like my decision to go to grad school.
Nice.
and just like being able to express that, like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't totally understand like this or that. I definitely like was just trying to like wrap my head around like recovery and what that meant, because so many women struggled with addiction as well. And became like a recovery coach. Learned kind of that whole thing. Yeah. Well, actually, I was like supervising a recovery coach, and I was like, if you want me to supervise her, I need to know what the fuck she's doing. Yeah. So I was like, get me the training.
Funny. Like people would be like, that's such a hot term in Austin that it's like, oh, you would be, yeah. I don't know many people that are non-addicts that get recovery coach training.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta figure it out. That's good though, because then you know what addiction is. Like I didn't know addiction. I was like, oh, I just want to work with human trafficking and trauma. And then my first job was at a detox, and I was like, fuck, addicts. And then I loved it and realized it's a big part of human trafficking. So naive. But you have to like learn it over the years.
Yeah, it's a lot to pick up on.
If you don't know it, you really experienced it a little bit. You're just like, oh, I don't want to deal with that.
Even like a lot of like the people I worked with like found a lot of help with like SLAW and SAA. And even just that, right? Like just knowing more about that and like what those meetings look like and how to find them. Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. And then SAA is Sex Addicts Anonymous.
Yeah, you have to. I that's what I did too. I just like read the big book and like dove into like the culture and was like, all right, I fuck with this. Like this is good. It's similar to therapy terms and stuff. It's just packaged differently. And once you understand it, I feel like it's like, okay, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Not yet. No.
Fine. Yeah.
You gotta like, loft something up to me.
All right.
Feed me.
Got a bump set.
Yeah.
Bump set.
Says the volleyball player.
I'm talking about volleyball.
Yes. Bump set spike.
And so
the meat of it.
I'm so grateful for like the opportunity to like do therapy. I just had like no idea that I needed it, and I like remember going in and being like, I don't know, I feel numb a lot. Like, what's that about?
It's normal, right?
Yeah, I literally thought it was normal, and she was like, no. Honey. So that like healed a lot, and then I like went through and like this is something I relate with clients to a lot, is like the emotional roller coaster that happens when you don't numb anymore. And like I'm really grateful that for me, like my story wasn't like numbing with a substance. It was just my brain just able to do that shit.
Dissociating.
Yes.
It's a superpower. It can be.
It protected me for so many years without like the support and help. But
and once you can harness its capabilities, like you can use it to help yourself.
Yeah. But at the time, it just felt like a fucking emotional roller coaster to like
if you don't
dig
know
into
what's
all
happening.
of it again. To dig into all of it for the first time,
Yeah.
But I found more of myself like through that, and like kind of discovered my authentic self for the first time. So that was the like really beautiful part. And like what came from that is my decision to go to grad school for social work. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you to that therapist.
Thank you, therapist.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And
I've tried to find her. I can't find her anywhere. What are you doing? Where are you?
Dude, I just tried to find. So I just saw one of my clients, their partner, we're about to start couples therapy. And they're like, I had this one therapist, and like she knew the name. I just put it in that Facebook group, and they're like, oh, that therapist is at here. She's not seeing people anymore, but she's like at this school now. And I was like, oh, that was so fast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So if you know their name, put it in one of those
that's
groups.
True. I have
somebody will know them.
Yeah.
It's crazy how
probably
fast.
have it, yeah. That was in Houston, but still
They probably
Texas is small enough that Central Texas especially,
Yeah, they might know who they are. Was that at Redeemed, that one? You go to therapist, or was that?
They like partnered with an organization that did therapy. Yeah,
nice.
That was at Shield Bearer Counseling or something like that.
Cool.
So then I decided to go like the therapy route, the social work, clinical social work route, and
When did you move to Austin and all of that?
I got the hell out of Dodge as soon as I graduated.
Houston sucks.
Houston was good to me until it wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, I'm
Yeah.
really grateful for my time there. And
It's
I still
like-
have
yeah.
my best friend there, you know?
Lubbock is like that. It was great. I don't want to ever want to go back.
Yep. Yeah. Great for a time.
Yeah.
So during grad school, I ended up working in coffee and like bars again, just for the sake of like the schedule.
Yeah.
And left the like 9 to 5 kind of job. So I was like
Honestly-
really actually enjoying that.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to
during
say
grad
less
school.
stressful, even
Yeah.
though it's a high stress job.
No,
Yeah.
my brain was constantly
Exactly.
like activated with
Yeah.
like making
Dissociated.
things and doing things with my hands.
Yeah.
And
I
I loved
loved-
cleaning. Even like I was just like,
I
this is
loved
great.
Starbucks. Yeah. Just working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a high energy. I hated it at the time, but I was also like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was very, like, kept you busy.
Yeah. And like kept me connected.
Yeah,
Especially
it's
after
very
COVID.
social,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I started school fall of 2019. So 2020 hit like quickly
Yeah.
after I started school, and I ended up going to full-time school instead of part-time school and just all that jazz. So I sadly left my coffee shop and my lovely mentor that owned the coffee shop. And it's not there anymore, of course, because like I think Target bought out the whole neighborhood, like the whole
Oh,
street. It was
geez.
crazy.
We need
But-
an atomic coffee shop
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We talked about it.
one day.
Some people with experience here.
Rio de Janeiro.
I can make a mean latte.
Emily, any desire for a coffee shop?
I'd be down for a coffee shop.
You gonna work
I
there?
can,
Is
dust
she-
off my newly retired service industry.
Emily's going full time this last week.
Yeah.
Where were you working at?
I was working at
Yesterday.
Pine House Pizza. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just quit there, or put my 2 weeks in. My last day was last Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You're full-time here?
Yeah.
full time here.
As of yesterday.
Yeah.
Congrats. I'm
Me
excited.
too, yeah.
Yeah, no.
More type 8 energy.
Yes. Yeah.
Get shit done.
Get shit done. Yes. Thank you for the energy. I love it.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to be done with the service industry.
Service.
Not for me anymore.
I was talking to someone though, like there's still a huge key component of like customer service and what we do. And I think a lot of treatment centers or therapists too, like forget that that's a part of this job.
Yeah.
I think we do that well. It's like we've all had to work in like high stress customer service jobs. And so
Yeah.
it's like holding on to that in therapy is important.
Oh yeah.
Customer's not always right, but they like you always have to respect them and
Yeah.
you know,
they think they're
figure it
right.
out together. Yeah.
Okay, so translation, customer is always right. Client always has self-determination of what they want to work on.
Yes. And there's ways to guide them through the process.
Yep.
Yeah. Showing them your clinical ideas
Yeah.
and pathway.
Yeah.
I like what you said. I can respect that you think you're right.
That's the type 8. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
In grad school, we all had to take these psych tests, personality test, and I was the ESTJ and the type 1 Enneagram, which is like the frat boy type A personality. Not the like kind, compassionate, empathetic.
Yeah.
What is it? INFJ. The complete opposite of mine is the therapist
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
How has that been for you? I know my experience with it.
Yeah. I would say like,
What are
I-
yours first?
yeah, I am INTJ, although extrovert and introvert are pretty similar. So I could go either ENTJ or INTJ. And I'm an Enneagram 8. Enneagram 8s are the challenger. And definitely more of a thinker than a feeler. And I think, honestly, like, I think about this a lot, really. Like, how does this benefit me? And
Yeah.
I think just school interested me so much, like when I went to grad school, and understanding how to like analyze what people are going through and like
Yeah.
how they're thinking and even like their body language, right? And so my brain is just like activated, right?
Yeah.
Like throughout the whole session or throughout
Yeah.
the whole group. And I'm constantly just like trying to analyze and think like
Yeah.
through what is kind of going on. And I think the way that it benefits me with like client care is I'm gonna like spit it back pretty quickly. Like I'm gonna process what's going on, and like respond in a way that is like clinically appropriate, of course. And sometimes I am like, hey, I can motivational interview my way through this whole thing, but I think I should just be direct with you right now because I want to point out what I'm seeing and the pattern that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And especially when I deliver it that way, they're like, yeah, I would like to know that. Like, that'd be nice. Yeah, let me know what you see.
Get real with me. Yeah. That's like the thinking and judging, the TJ. I feel like ESTJ is perfect for therapy because you're like extrovert, you gotta be with people. You gotta be sensitive. You got the S, you gotta be sensing.
Yeah.
Thinking and judging. You gotta like think and judge what's going on. Like, like it's perfect.
Yeah.
What is the N? Your IN
intuition
TJ?
or intuitive, I believe. Yeah.
How is that different than the sensing? Or am I wrong on the sensing?
Sensing's correct. I don't really remember what
different?
the difference is.
What is yours? What is your Myers-Briggs?
I'm an ENTP.
Perceiving
Perceiving rather than judging, yeah.
What's the difference?
But
sound the same to
my
me.
PJ like switches
been a while.
off too. So that was like really 51-49
Oh,
at
interesting.
the end. Yeah.
Y'all speaking foreign languages?
Yes,
I
we are.
know. It's foreign to me. I did this like 15 years ago.
I know.
Well, age myself here. Emily, you're the newest here.
Oh no.
What do these things mean?
I don't know. I just know that I just know that also being a type 8, I enjoy the direct feedback, the, assertiveness and control.
You're an 8 too?
Yeah.
Everyone around
together.
Everyone around me is an 8.
Yeah.
Well, why?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I have a type. I think it's because, y'all are doers and I'm like thinker and planner. And so I'm like, here's the idea and y'all like make it all happen. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
When people have like, think on it, I'm like, you're thinking too long.
Yeah.
Just do it. I thought for
get it
everybody.
done. Yeah.
I will think for everyone. Y'all just do it.
And I think like even just like not delaying doing it, right? Where it's like you figure out so for some people it's like you figure out what you need to do and then like you kind of get your list together and then like you do it later. And I think for 8s it's more so like you figure it out as you go and like you I mean, it definitely like at times like need a task list, if like things are like steps to take. But I'm mainly focusing on that next step that I'm taking. I'm not really focusing on like everything else because I want to get those details like perfect and then like move on to the next step. I don't know. What about you, Emily, as far as like getting shit done?
Yeah. I think the main thing that comes up for me is like wanting to know and like get things done immediately. So that like my worst fear is when someone's like, we need to talk. Like just tell me now. I want to get it done now. I want to, finish the task, finish whatever is at hand. So
I think that's why I like 8s too, is because I don't do well in things that are unsaid or undone. And so y'all are just like, it's all out there on the table. Like I'm going to say it or I'm going to do it. And like, you know where I stand and we can just hash it out. I don't do well in the like, I don't know, like kind of chaos that some of the other types have.
Yeah. Or just like the way like
Are you learning a lot?
people perceive, I don't know, like just like perceiving things and like needing to like sit on it and like think about it. I'm like, I already thought 10 steps forward. Like, come on, let's go.
I've thought of all 15 scenarios that could take place from this point, and I'm choosing which one I want to go.
Yeah.
And it's, I think too, like, I mean, I personally think that Enneagram 8s have great humor. It could be pretty offensive at times, but I think it's pretty great.
I appreciate it.
And I think it works, especially like in recovery settings, because of the recovery culture, but also like works with like group settings and that like treatment kind of element.
Building.
Is there an example of like what that would be, or like a comedian that would be that?
Oh, I don't watch comedians because they piss me off.
I don't know. A comedian would be who's like maybe what's that guy Chris
D'Elia?
Chris Rock. I would maybe be an 8. He's pretty raw.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, I think most comedians and like actors are going to be a 3 or a 7, where they're just like, more like lively and entertaining and everything's fun.
I'm listening to everything y'all say as like the 8th grade education and like how do you dumb this down?
Yeah.
A lot of type 8s are politicians.
Oh,
So like Kamala Harris,
Doers,
Yeah.
Oh, please.
AOC on here.
Yeah. Doers. Nice.
What are type 1s? They're the like planners.
Politician's assistant.
Yeah.
Campaign manager.
The first type 1 that came up is Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas. I think
Yeah.
Michelle Obama's one actually.
That would make perfect sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very like kind of more put together than the politician.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah.
little more refined.
Yeah. But all that to say, I think
Anyways, type 1
a little humor, like a little humor, you know, and just like fun and like silliness, I think like goes a long way
Well, that's
in
like
groups and treatment. Like,
Yeah. type 1, when you're struggling, you're a 4, and you like the bad parts of 4, like you're like emotional and like introverted. And then a type 1, when they're doing well, is a type 7, which is more like lively and fun and exciting. And then I think 8s can have a wing 7, which is like the fun, relatable side too. So it's like, we all kind of go towards like,
I feel like 8s can like self-deprecate really easily. Like we can make jokes about me and everybody feels better because
yeah.
you can take it. That is a part of an 8, is that I'll just brute force. I'll take it on. I'll take on everyone's issues.
I make bad
just
jokes
put
a
it
lot.
on me.
Yeah. What do you want from me? Yeah.
I like pizza.
The downfall of the 1 is that I'll just do too much and then like internalize that I'm like not doing enough or others aren't doing enough, and that's when I get in my like feels.
Yeah.
I
I
think we all
think
have our positives and negatives.
Yeah. I think my biggest challenge of being an 8 is like first of all, I love conflict. Like I'm an 8 that loves.
Preach.
Yeah.
That's why you're liking family sessions lately.
Yeah.
It's feeding that.
Yeah, family. Yeah, you're right. Family sessions are feeding it for me. I love it.
Other people's chaos.
Yes.
Not yours.
Yes. This is also why I watch Love Is Blind.
Which is why
it's bullshit.
I think I do well with family and groups because I also put together all the different connections.
Yeah.
And I can like voice that to people and like connect it. It's not so I don't like the chaos part. I'm like, oh, like, don't get your emotions on me. They're like blending of like what's going on here.
Yeah. No, I love conflict so much. And I think like, but I also think that it like doesn't have to be so fucking serious. Like it can be playful. It can be
Casual conflict.
Yeah. Casual, like without being passive, you know?
Yeah, I've said that so much this summer. I'm like, let's just casual call out. Like, it doesn't have to be that serious, guys. Casual call out. Keep it.
It doesn't have to be
Chill.
official and this and that. It's
Oh,
just
I'm
like,
mad at this. Like, just, hey, you fucked up. Well, fix it.
Yeah. I mean, just like thinking about like here's the behavior and here's like what we would suggest of how to fix it, you know? Like simple as that.
Doesn't have to be this huge shameful thing. It just be like, hey, you fucked up. Change behavior. Cool. Move on.
Yeah.
I don't have capacity for the emotion.
Yep. But yeah, personality. I do think like I struggled with I've struggled with like connecting with other therapists at times because of like the personality difference.
Yeah.
I just like do not have the patience for how does that make you feel therapist.
I'm just thinking about yesterday.
I just cannot. Yeah.
I'm just really empathetic.
Yeah, I can't. I just fucking can't. And I'm so grateful that like I found my therapist. Like it took me a while to like find like her that kind of functions in similar ways.
Some people need that, but
They do.
I need the direct, Rachel, you're fucking up. This is what I see.
Especially I think working in treatment because like you have so much. Oh my gosh, I need to think about how much I'm saying like. I need to not say like so much. Especially
they
when
will
you
roast you on TikTok.
When you work in treatment because the like documentation piece and the like the confrontation piece of like addressing people's bullshit, not co-signing like bullshit. I feel like people who lean more towards like the empathetic the best way I can describe it is how does it make you feel? You know, therapist.
It's not solution focused enough.
Yeah, it's not solution focused enough, and then like they might miss. I said like I know. Then they might miss.
It was 8 times. It was 8 times.
I'm trying not to correct it.
And then, but I do feel like they might struggle with how fast paced it all is.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want a team that can just respond to, you know, a Slack message and get something done and like not feel offended or not feel like personally attacked. It's like just as simple as, you know, hey, Emily, don't forget about this. Like that's that, you know, and for it not to be like internalized. And that's, I think that's kind of my fear with people who are on the more like empathetic side of therapists and like leading them, is that I will just like run.
You don't have time for their emotions.
Yes. Yes.
I was just talking to Mike about this.
Yeah.
And like in a friend capacity, it's like I don't always have time for like their emotions unless it's like certain people because we have so much going on. It's like hard to have capacity and like so much like empathy and hold space for clients and like staff all day that like when I get home, if I have a friend or someone that's like I'm like it takes, unless you're the right person. Otherwise, I'm just like, I don't have time. I'm sorry. Like, it sounds rude, but I just don't have time for like, if I'm offending you or not.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
Also, like, I would much prefer be face to face with somebody, like having that conversation than having to read a paragraph of a text message. So I'll just respond better and like clearer and I'll actually respond because I will say one of the greatest things about what's happened, in my opinion, with iPhones in the last couple of years is that you can mark a text message unread.
Yeah.
Saved me so much.
Oh my gosh, me too. Because my ADHD, I'll read it and then think I responded. And then I'm like, oh, it's been 2 weeks.
I've done that with emails for years. And now I can do it with text too. It's great.
I do that too. It's amazing. Yeah. So the strong personality type as a therapist is very specific. I think it helps the population that we work with too. Like I think us like taking control and like having plans, a lot of the population we work with who have like very complex trauma or like a very complex addiction, they need that sense of control and like safety that it brings. I feel like. So I feel like it's really worked to our benefit in this populations that we see because they need less of the empathetic that feels. And for me too, like it feels less certain when somebody is just like, how does it make you feel? I'm like, tell me how it feels. Like, tell me how it makes me feel. Where is it coming from? I need you to analyze it. And so, bringing that into like my therapy practice is I'm like, I know what I need. And I feel like there are certain people that also are looking for that direction and that control and that direct feedback. And it can give them a sense of safety. So I think that like our clients and like typical clientele are drawn to that as well. They see that difference and they're like, oh, this feels safe. It's like, I know you're going to shoot straight with me and I know you're going to like follow through with the case management suggestions. Like I know you're going to follow through with the discharge plan. Like I can trust that I'm getting like actual care here. And like I can trust that like if it's wrong, like we can talk about it.
And I think because we have so many treatment resistant like clients who come into our care,
That's not even me.
just having or you know just like chronic treatment
things.
you know
I hate that phrase. Like the treatment resistant, like you just didn't get through to them, like you didn't build enough rapport. Like it bugs
that's
me
fair
so
actually
much.
I guess I was thinking people who are chronic
I get
chronically in treatment you know
but like why? I think we'd like to figure out like why are they in treatment constantly? Like let's get them out of that.
I feel like some of our like direct care is what sets us apart and just directness in general, right? And
we're not just bullshitting, fill the seats, come bullshit your way. As this week especially, there was people kind of like spiraling out and we were like, nope, call that person, call their mom, call their dad, call their recovery coach, call everybody.
This is a team. This is a team effort. Like I am a therapist. I am not a mother. I'm not a father. I am not a sober living manager. I am not a friend, right? I'm not a sober support, peer support. You know, I'm a therapist and having one therapist is not going to get you through your mental health or your recovery.
And like
more than that.
A lot of treatment facilities kind of working in silos with like case management and therapy and nursing and all this stuff and like admin. It's like Yeah, I think, and we have a goal to continue to keep it like mom and pop feeling, even when we expand to new locations. That never has to get like, it's a silo. It's always a team.
Yeah, together.
Yeah, because that gives people more of a sense of security as well.
Yeah.
I think with the complex trauma and addiction is very important. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like being a more direct therapist also helps with EMDR.
Yeah.
I think
I love the theory
EMDR just
behind
like helps
EMDR.
dig and
Yeah.
dig deeper and deeper.
I was low-key mad at the EMDR training because I was like, this is exactly the theoretical standpoint I work from. I was like, man, they coined this before I could. Like, I could make millions.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I do with clients. Just, adding the tapping and stuff has been cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that theoretical approach of like, there's different pathways and we have to like release them. And then we have to also put that energy into like new positive things. And it's just,
It works.
So
it just
mad.
makes sense.
It
It just makes
does.
sense. Yeah.
It's so right.
Emily, you've shadowed a few EMDR sessions lately. What
Just getting trained next month.
I'm excited. Yeah, next month, November 15th through 17th. Yeah,
Woohoo.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yes. How's it been to sit in on that? It's very different than like regular therapy.
It is, yeah. It's cool because I've gone through my own EMDR previously, which is its own experience. But it's cool to see it from, a different lens.
Yeah.
And see like how quickly people can like put these traumatic memories to rest and how much like stabilization it brings, how quickly it does so.
It just takes the emotion away, which is like wild. My own experience with EMDR was just I like just preach it from the mountaintop.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I sat by someone that would have ignited so much feeling. No feeling. It's mind blowing. Yeah. Zero feelings.
I think the connection for me, total transparency, got pissed off during EMDR this morning with my therapist. But it's cool because the memory that we were working on, like I was able to get to a point of no disturbance. Like it wasn't affecting me whatsoever. I was just like, yeah, fuck that person. Like I don't give a rip, But then it like brought up some of like the deeper stuff that I struggled to like deal with at the time, mainly with like becoming more of my authentic self and also just like working for people that created a constant sense of like uncertainty of myself and my like constantly questioned my like confidence and effectiveness. And that pissed me off. I was like, oh, brain's gonna go fucking here this morning. Like did not expect this, And so I was like, okay, we have to do that one next time, that memory next time, but also like, let's put it away because now I'm like frustrated that came up and like impacted me so much, but also grateful that like the memory we started with to begin with is, it doesn't have power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your brain was like, all right, this is next. You're ready for it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting what comes up and like what's connected like that because you don't realize like how connected things are.
Yeah.
And that's what I have always worked from is like there's always themes. That might be like my ADHD able to connect different themes and like different scenarios. I'm like, tell me your whole life story. And then I connect it and the client's like, holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
And that's what EMDR is like with just the brain doing it. And it's really awesome to like see what comes out.
Yeah, it's awesome to see as a therapist too. For clients,
Like it's not awesome as a client.
No, it's definitely harder as a client, and I'm so glad that like I'm continuing to do EMDR even beyond like the initial and training. But as a therapist, I'm always feeling like aha moment,
cool,
like yes, like we discovered something even deeper there. And sometimes it is like okay, we have to stop there because this is getting into some difficult territory that I really want them to feel prepared for with their coping skills and resources.
Yeah.
But it is really fun and really interesting to see those like aha connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be funny. Like Megan does a lot of EMDR with her clients and she'll be doing supervision and she's like, yeah, they came in for this or that, but I think they need to work on this and that. And then like in a month, they're like, oh yeah, we're deep diving into their alcoholism. I'm like, cool.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
It finally came up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like open to it. So it's interesting to see how, I feel like it can also take, because sometimes clients don't want to work on certain topics.
Yes.
Or they don't think that they're relevant. And so like when the brain does its job, it like kind of takes the pressure off of, well, it was your brain taking you there. And takes the pressure off of like my clinical opinion.
Right.
Which some people don't always respect.
Yeah. Well, and that's usually, at least in my experience with clients, it's usually because of poor past experiences.
Yeah.
And so it is, you just have to like respect it, you know, and just be like, okay, let's work on the current symptoms. Like, what are the issues? Like, what's actively happening? And I usually it
bringing
does
it back.
go.
Oh, you know, it sounds like it's
somewhere
a mommy
else.
issue.
Oh, isn't that interesting how those things correlate?
Yeah, I had a client that would avoid their mommy issues like the plague, and every session was about like their dating life. And I was like, interesting mommy issues. And they would just be like, yeah. And like 2 years later, they're like, so my mom. I'm like, let's go. Yes. Yeah, your mom.
Yeah.
I've known this for a while. Yeah, it's allowing. I feel like EMDR maybe gives it that client directedness more. It's like more empowered because it's their own brain taking them there.
Yeah.
Kind of takes away that barrier of like the clinical direction.
Yeah.
If they have like struggles with like allowing other people's to give suggestion or control.
Yeah, and it's just deep in there, you know. I like the way that we do process groups sometimes too, where I just have them talk for 5 minutes and I set a timer and we just see where it goes.
Just worried about
whether they have something to process that day or not.
Yeah.
Because it does just something comes out, right? And I think it's the same kind of concept with EMDR.
Yeah.
Where if it's in there, it's going to come out at some point.
Yeah.
Through the process.
Talk long enough and it'll come out. Yeah.
And then it's, the power is like in their court, right? I didn't have to use all these motivational interviewing skills to help them get there. Like their brain just did it for them.
Faster. Yeah. Expedites, which I think is also why I like it. It's fast.
Yeah.
Like we can get shit done fast.
Change. Yeah.
It's rewarding for everybody at the end.
Yeah. What do you think about EMDR for people in early recovery?
It depends on the person and if they're currently in an activated state or not. I think there's two pathways. I think we've been doing really good at teaching people the EMDR coping skills and DBT skills to help them cope because they're so strong and like really good at helping people just like healthy disassociation. And so I think that's been helpful. And then I think we've done a good job of like, oh, this person's been to treatment or in therapy for so long. Let's start EMDR ASAP.
Yeah.
I think the same with like family sessions. I think we do a good job of like knowing, and we're getting better at like knowing who can jump in and who can't. But it's still part of their treatment. Like it's going to happen. Are we going to do it day one or like, 30 days in?
Yeah.
But I do think it's been helpful. I mean, it's really cool to see these clients who are treatment resistant doing EMDR and like thriving. They've been with us for 6 months and they're thriving.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I'm going to leave early. And she's like, no, like finish your 2 weeks. Oh, okay. It's like, yeah, you're right. I'm doing like the same shit I used to do. And so it's just like, they've found some healing. They found some confidence.
Relief, right?
Relief. And they're open to like suggestion because they know that like, hey, what we suggest works. So maybe you should like keep listening and want to stay a part of it. So I think it's been cool. What has been your perspective on it?
Yeah, I think it does definitely depend on the client. And sometimes I'm a little more resistant to start sooner than later because I'm so worried about that like activation and like being triggered and not knowing how to deal and not having like those like coping skills that you're doing on a daily basis. But I do think that for clients who are repeating the same patterns over and over again, it would be a waste not to do EMDR
Disrupt
with them.
it. Yeah.
Like we have to break this fucking pattern or this is going to be your entire life.
Yeah.
So let's just try it.
Let's jump in. Like, it's the chicken or the egg. And I feel like those clients tend to be the complex trauma clients.
Yeah.
That's the client, one of my first EMDR clients, their previous therapist was like, no, like you have too much going on in your life currently, like we can't do EMDR.
Yeah.
And she came to me and I was like, fucking do it. Like you're already in a trauma situation. Like we got to get rid of some of it.
Yeah.
It's like the bucket is overflowing. We got to get some of this water out. Like, let's just do it. Like it's already chaotic. Like you're not going to kill yourself. Cool. Like awesome. Yeah. That's all we need is like, don't kill yourself.
Not to mention like the fact that they have group 3 nights a week and to support the rest of the shit going on in their life, right? Like they can process that shit during group. They have support from other people in group. Yeah. There's some very active group texts going on in our recovery community right now. And just like being honest. And that's all we can encourage them to do is just say like, yeah, that was like rough. I don't even know how to process it right now, but that was a hard session. Yeah. Cool. Now they know to check up on you, you know, and to like call or text or stop by or reach out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been cool to see us actually using therapy sessions and IOP as therapy. Yeah. Because so many times you have to be case manager. And it's just, I know in my experiences, even working in like residential and detox, like you were basically a glorified case manager. Yeah. And so it's been cool
Discharge
to see.
planner.
Yeah. Like, it's been really cool to see y'all like diving in with people with like, I mean, you have the ability to do EMDR because they're with us. We're getting started for like, someone just got 60 days approved.
Yeah, right off the bat.
It's crazy off the bat because our documentation was so like good, you know? And so it's just, we're able to dive into, we have the flexibility and freedom to like really help people heal for long term. So we can dive into it quickly or like, hey, like let's work on coping skills and then we'll dive into it. But it's been really cool to see. And like people are getting extended. I'm like, how are they still getting extended? That's wild. Y'all are doing good work in your notes and like in the sessions. And so it's cool that we have created such a good system that they can do actual therapy in their therapy session.
Yeah, it's not just like a check-in. It's not just a treatment plan review. It's like an actual, and family sessions.
And family, It's been really cool. Like the family groups are cool where y'all get to like, they get to educate their families on what's going on and then they get to sit in process group and process it all. Yeah. So I feel like we're actually like utilizing therapy for therapy.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
Thank God. Yeah.
So many places don't.
I think I was like thinking back to one client that I have done, or a few clients actually that I've done EMDR with where we go through several memories, maybe not everything that we did during history taking or on their timeline. And the EMDR sessions just start to shift to like positivity. And I'm not even kidding. Like,
it's cool.
Fucking puppies and rainbows, you know, like butterflies, like beauty, you know, like peace and like serenity and
that's cool.
Joy or like happy crying versus sad or difficult memory crying. And I feel like that is such an indication that one, that like memory is healed, but also like, maybe even it's time to like shift from EMDR like back to a different type of modality because they're able to get to this super positive and like joyful, you know, place with,
Or like the installation phase where you start, let's just magnify that. Like you get confident, let's go. You can do anything.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Yes. Even like, I love like when you're doing the body scan and they're like feeling positive and like good sensations in their body. You can just like maximize that with EMDR.
That was really cool. I sometimes forget about this. I do a lot of complex trauma, so I don't get there with my clients.
As often.
Working on a lot. But my experience of EMDR was really cool when it started to shift to like working, doing like old workplace environments and being like, you know what, I can be a good boss. Like, you know, I can take this and learn from it what I don't want to do. I can be a good workplace environment. I can do all these things. I've learned all of this stuff and it really helped me build what I have today. And like really that shift is huge to like start like positive affirming yourself that like, yeah, these things happened, but like, you know, there's some silver lining to it.
Yeah.
That's really key. And I think that's key in early recovery too, because it can be such a self-deprecating, like shameful part of life and like healing to be like, I have this big issue, I need to work on it. And like it's like an identity crisis. And so if you can start to like get through the trauma and the old stuff with EMDR and then get into the installation phase and like the positivity and stuff, it's really can be huge for people's like self-confidence.
Yeah. I mean, like Gabor Mate and like all of his research says that authenticity and connection are the solution, you know, to addictive behavior.
Yeah.
And for me, even without like maybe addictive behavior, but the numbing that I experienced, the ability to be authentic, while still obviously like trying to grow and develop as like a leader and as a therapist, but being authentically me, like brought a lot of power, you know, to my journey and my experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like being okay with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to be empowered.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's okay to be me, you know, it's okay to be you and like adapt that to our everyday experiences.
Yeah, we don't have to fit in this like box of like a therapist is this and that. It can be whatever you are.
Yeah. Yeah. We can be therapists that wear sneakers and combat boots. Like that's okay. Yeah. You know?
I need new Vans. Yeah.
Yeah. And not, flats or
a cardigan.
Yeah, a cardigan.
I used to wear cardigans. It like irks my I need to just burn the ones I have. I'm like, keep it. I'm like, oh, that's a nice cardigan. It's just not
They
me.
are kind of comfy though. It can be comfy, cozy.
No. What? Oh my god.
Mike was attracted.
Anyways.
Mike had the motorcycle and you had the cardigans.
And the cardigan and the glasses. I went full therapist. Okay. Anyways, good stopping place.